Hey guys, it's Dale from Hot and Moving, and I'm sure y'all seen the picture of Zion Williamson, or at least his press conference yesterday, as the NBA season will be kicking off pretty soon. And he obviously looks like he's in better shape. He's talked about doing all kinds of different workouts and boxing and stuff like that. And, you know, man, I've definitely been a hard critic of Zion Williamson because he can't stay on the court. He cannot stay on the court. And everybody's talking about his weight. His health, his conditioning, how seriously is he taking basketball? Is he more concerned about rendezvous off the court with women and all this other stuff, man, and eating whatever he wants, and, you know, having all these different clauses in his contract and weight goal targets because it can affect his money. And finally, it seemed at age 25, you know, going into year 6, that he's finally woken up. All right. I mean, look, man, Zion Williamson is a damn good player. Career 25 points, almost 25 points a game. I mean, since he's stepped foot on the court in the NBA, he's been averaging over 20 points a game. Okay. There is no question about his talents, that he is not a bust from a talent perspective. A productivity perspective when on the court, he was trending bust in terms of an availability perspective, which would have been absolutely shameful for a guy that's talented and you can't stay on the court. You know, we know he's a big man in a 6'6", 6'7" frame. You know, looks like an edge rusher out there. But I mean, very athletic and jump out the damn gym. Is an absolute menace, bull in the China shop. A high motor. When he's on the court, he gives you everything. Nonstop, relentless energy, relentless effort. Doesn't cheat you on there, you know. And I think a lot of people criticize him for the fact that, you know your weight's an issue. Okay, at times when you speak, it acts like on the outside when he kind of has a I don't care about basketball type attitude. Even though when he plays on the court, when he's healthy, that's a different mentality. It's how he plays on the court when healthy is different than mentality is displayed off the court. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so he is back in shape. He looks good. Okay. And look, man, he's made a lot of money in his career, man, off rip. They got him that big contract. And, you know, I mean, is this finally time where he can put this team on his back? And look, do I think Zion's going to finish his career in New Orleans, man? I don't think so. But I think it'd be fair. Is it fair to ask for Pelican fans that are Pelican fans and fans of Zion, that can you give them a good season? Can you give them another season of where you're playing more than, you know, you had 70 games in the 23-24 season. Awesome. That was an outlier, right? And then, you know, you have 30 games, injuries, all this stuff, man. Can you give them 65, 70 games again? And get this team in the postseason. Give them something to cheer about, Zion. You know, I'm off the Zion hate, Zion bashing. It wasn't hate. Never really hated. Never hated him as a player, as a talent. I just hated the fact that he didn't take his weight loss and his health seriously. You know, they try to hire him a nutritionist, private chef, all these things, right? And it's like, okay, it looks like he's doing good, and then he's back to being big again. You know, he was always up and down in his weight, it looked like. But, you know, when you are a big dude like this, I mean, you know, you got to take some pressure off them knees, some pressure off them feet. You know, he looks good, though. He looks good. It looks like he's at peace. He looks like he looks locked in, man. He looks like he is finally, you know, he like a pro's pro. You know, doing the things you need to do off the court in terms of your health. Okay. You know, you know that, you know, you're on a contract where, yes, your money, your bread is important to you, and you to get all of that money, or most of that money, you got to start doing the things you need to do to be on to get your money, and that's you maintaining your health to be on the court. And, you know, at 25, maybe finally he's at the age now where he's, you know, a grown man. I know he has kids and a girl, all that. I'm just talking about being a grown man in terms of handling his business appropriately now. You know, are we going to get a new Zion now? Wherever he plays, wherever he finishes his career, are we going to get the most out of Zion at this point? I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope that we get to see Zion majority of the season. No more injuries, hopefully, God willing. He's a great talent. When Zion is doing good, when Zion is balling, it's 100% good for the league. Look, when the Pelicans would have some of these marquee games, which is rare, and then you find out Zion's not in the lineup, Zion's not playing. It's like, it sucks, right? I don't know how many Pelican fans there are outside the ones in Orleans, but if they get a primetime TV spot, it's nice that he is on there, right, in the lineup. So we're looking forward to Zion Williamson this year. I'm glad that he's finally waking up. He looks much different now, night and day, and it shows that instead of talking, show me, and it looks like so far he is showing us that. Because when Zion is balling, he's healthy, dude. He's a top 10 player. If Zion can play 65 to 70 plus games, and of the clip that he's in scoring wise, he's he's a top 10 player for me. I'm not gonna go through the list, but even if he's not top 10 of yours, he can make a compelling argument though, for sure. The problem is just not availability. Best ability is availability, and we haven't seen that. So, good luck to Zion Williamson, man. I'm gonna lay off the train. I'm gonna lay off the heat train. I hate train. I'm gonna say the heat train. He looks great. Okay, I like his demeanor, and I'm hoping we get the best version of Zion Williamson, which can be great for the NBA and us NBA fans overall as a whole. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.